What's up nerds, I'm Kendrick, your not-so-friendly neighborhood otaku, and welcome to my channel where I talk all things anime, manga, manhwa, webcomics, and cosplay. If that's what you're into, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Today what I'm going to be doing though is watching and reacting to episode 37 of the Apothecary Diaries. As always, if you don't want to be spoiled and you haven't seen this episode yet, pause this video, go back and watch it, and then come back because obviously as I provide my commentary for it, you are going to be hearing what happens throughout the duration of this episode. I believe this episode solidly places us in volume 13, which is the most recent release we have for the English volumes. Which means I'm probably going to start checking out the light novels because we're going to be getting ahead of the manga real soon here. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Anytime this background music plays, it's not gonna be good. Nothing good will come of this. Wait, is that s2e13? That hair looks like s2e13's. We're just brushing past it. Okay. My precious baby girl, Xiaolan. She deserves all of the screen time. I love her so much. I really love how Maomao and Xiaolan's friendship has like flourished over the past year and a half. Plus, Xiaolan's really been putting in the work to educate herself, so she has some job prospects lined up after her terms of service with the palace ends in only 6 months. A place Maomao can refer her to. You better not be thinking of Verdigris. God damn it. Don't you even consider sending that sweet little precious baby angel Xiaolan to Verdigris house. Xiaolan could probably make good money there once she grows up since she's really great at adapting to others and taking on orders, but that's a job where the girls are waiting to either get bought out from it or for their time there to run its course. It's really a last resort. The number of times we've panned down to characters' chest in this series, oh my god. Maomao is constantly talking about characters' breast size. Whether it's pointing out that the Emperor has a preference for women who are more well-endowed, talking about her big sisters, and now Shisui making a comment of like, oh, your clothes make you look smaller. Girl is obsessed. What are those hands, Maomao? Oh my god, I'm dead. Even her admitting it's a habit of hers, doing like little weirdo pervy man hands towards Shisui because she knows that she has a little bit more stacked in the chest area now. I think because Maomao's flat-chested, people often mistake her for being younger when she's like maybe 18 already by this point in the series. We have to remember, she was severely malnourished like her entire childhood. Girlie was missing some important nutrients during her major growth periods. Did we not just see last episode when she learned to stop crying because she wouldn't get anything because her big sisters were busy working at Verdigris? No one was feeding her during that time period either when she was an infant, and they sure as hell didn't have baby formula. Also, her mom Fengshan didn't really have a large chest from at least what we've seen so far. She seemed to be more like average size. So Maomao also just doesn't have the genetics to be larger here. Okay, I'm at the point where I think Shisui just loves mischief for the sake of mischief. There have been so many opportunities for her to reveal her identity or leverage her true standing and power, but girl just keeps pushing it further and further. I just think she loves to lie at this point. For what other reason would she disguise herself as a servant to serve other concubines? She's a high-ranking consort, a high-ranking concubine, and she's over here giving them massages. Why? I love these three together so much. Xiaolan and Shisui really just egg each other on the way they're both like, let's go! It makes Maomao seem like the sane one, which cannot be true. Come on, Maomao, you're smart. Let's put the pieces together. Shisui has knowledge of the terms of service for different servants, what concubines they serve, which concubine would be less weary of being approached, and therefore they can just stumble upon her and start massaging her. Not to mention knowledge of internal and external politics and news of new people entering the palace. That is not just what you know as a normal servant. She is definitely someone hiding her identity. Not Maomao having flashbacks to the frog episode, just staring at her hand like, I know I touched something, but it was just a frog. It was just a frog, I swear. You're not fooling anyone, not even yourself. Girlie was grabbing it too. Like, there was movement. Can we just take a second to appreciate that the three sisters who look really similar saw that Maomao was struggling to identify them and immediately, like day one, decided we're gonna use a specific color hair tie in our hair so you can differentiate who's who. That's just like such a sweet thing to do. They weren't like, can you try and do better? They were like, no, we understand we look like triplets. We will help you. That's just so sweet. Yeah, they're confronting Maomao right now, but it's because they care. They just want their younger sister to have friends. They've basically seen Maomao these past couple of days frolicking about the palace with Xiaolan and Shisui, and Sekyu, their youngest sister, is the same age as Maomao, and they're like, hey, Can you guys be friends with her? Can you take her on these little adventures outside of concert Gyokyo's palace? They just don't want their sister to feel left out, and I think that's so sweet. Oh my god, not Xiaolan and Shisui too. Maomao got them with the pervy old man hands. What a frightening introduction for Sekyu. Not only are Xiaolan and Shisui strangers to Sekyu, but now they're copying Maomao's like pervy old man grabby hands toward her. Oh my god, I would also not really want to be like stripping down in front of them. Aw, poor Consort Lishu. Not only was she initially married off to the previous, aka the pedo emperor, thank god Lady Anshi prevented him from harming any more girls before he got to her. Also, all of her ladies in waiting are assholes to her and have been since day one. Do we remember how they acted during the garden party in season 1? I know she's young, but come on. Maomao's already slapped a couple of bitches. You can learn to do it too. You have higher ranking. You can slap them around. Not that I condone physical violence. But Consort Lishu, it'll go a long way. The way that Maomao just leaves Lishu's lady-in-waiting lying on the ground and she's like, you're coming with me, and just drags Lishu off. We even hear her lady-in-waiting's hand like slap the ground when she falls again. I love the attention to detail in this series. Oh, did you guys see that? Did you see the way that Shisui exited frame? The second Shisui heard that Lishu, a high-ranking consort, was joining them, she immediately exited frame. Maomao, absolutely no one is going to trust you when you make a face like that and hold up like a weird string contraption. I know it's like threading, but you can't make that face and be like, yeah, you want to do it? Again, I do not care what trauma he may have had. I will never like nor forgive the previous emperor. And trust me, I know what Lady Anshi did to him, but at the same time, she literally saved countless little girls from ever being harmed. Do we see how small Lishu is here? Maomao literally referred to her as an infant. Fuck that man. Oh, and the background music from earlier? Well, that's not ominous at all. Oh my god. As someone who obviously is a big Maomao fan, but also just really loves Shisui and Xiaolan, I absolutely adored this episode. One reason I really liked it is because we got to see them act their own age. These girls are like 16 to 19 years old. And the entire time they've been working as servants, working as a poison tester. Shisui, I'm not going to give away what she actually is, but again, they've been in really adult-like positions for years now. I think since the beginning of the Apothecary Diaries, like season 1, episode 1, I think about 1.5 years has lapsed in time, meaning that Maomao has gone from like 16.5 to 17.5, 18 years old. Xiaolan's probably gone from like 15 to 17, and Lishu's gone from like 13 to 15 years old. I feel like when people are watching this series, they're not noticing that maturity and growth happen within the characters because we're so used to seeing animes where the characters are the same age the entire series, whereas here the characters are gradually aging as the series goes on. There's not a major time skip where it's like, oh, they're 2 years older now or they're 5 years older now. They're just gradually aging as the series progresses. And that's one thing that I really love about this, because not only does it set the series in that specific time period, that historical period in China even more, it really shows how much time is passing as these mysteries pile up, begin to unravel, and then get tangled all over again. Like how earlier at the very beginning of this episode, I think that was s2e13 that we saw, the one who again faked her death to escape the palace, and the one who also may or may not have had a hand in other mysteries that have happened during the time since she was gone. Just showing how everything really is interconnected to itself, and there's really not going to be a detail in this series that's too small to just kind of forget, like, oh, she moved, we don't really need to care about her anymore, or oh, they figured this out, so it's something that we can brush past and considered it solved. What may be currently considered solved could be a clue in future mysteries. I did read volume 13 digitally, and like I said at the beginning of this, we're now solidly in volume 13, which is the last volume available physically in English. So I'm like caught up right now. This is as far as I've really gotten. So I think I'm gonna dive into the light novels so I can keep reading ahead and beginning to get some of that more minute detail that we're not really getting in the manga, but that we will see in the anime. Like I know in the Frog episode, people have been sharing a paragraph from the light novel noting specifically it moved. When she touched it, when she was fondling it, she was doing a little bit more than just blushing and making some noises. I absolutely love this series. It is up for Anime of the Year and I think a couple of other areas, so make sure that you're voting on Crunchyroll. But that is all for today, folks, and I will see you next time.